My name is Rosita Roybal Pena, and I have been raised here all my life. My great grandfather Antonio Y. Roybal and his brother-in-law Jose Esquivel, they bought this property from the government and settled here, which is late 1800s. Um, we've been living here and maintaining the ditch, the Roybals ditch, all these years from generation to generation. In fact, I'm something like the fourth generation in this on this land. I have had all kinds of problems. We have arroyos, we have beavers, we have people that come in and try to stop us from working our ditch. The Roybals ditch was registered back in the 70s. I registered myself. It took me 7 years to finalize it. I paid for the whole thing. I paid for the surveyors. I paid for the documentation, the background that I had to do for the state engineer. Everything the state engineer required from me, I did what they told me to do. And I proved to them that this ditch have been there for a long time. My great grandfather, Antonio Y. Roybal, had a lot of sons. He gave each one a piece of land. The people that have come in and bought the land from my great grandfather and my other uncles, great uncles, they have actually tried to stop me from working the ditch by putting buildings right next to the ditch, by putting uh, their outhouses right next to my ditch, by throwing boulders into my ditch, by not letting me cut the trees that I need to pass to go work that ditch. They don't want me to take my little tractor that I have to work, help me work with it, and to keep up all this Roybals ditch. It's gonna have to be done no matter what, and those people uh, cannot be doing this, putting gates and throwing stuff in my ditch. And I tried to keep the peace, and I'll try keeping the peace forever. And but if they try to like harm me and or stop me in any way, I don't mind going to court or whatever I have to do, but I'll do it.
Good morning. My name is Carmela Roybal, and I am one of the descendants of the Roybals who have lived in this valley since the 1800s. And I'm here with my aunt Rosita Roybal Pena, and she's going to talk to us. We're going to talk about our story here in this valley and all of the different things that she has gone through to maintain the water rights, the land for over 5 generations. So go ahead, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at right here?
No, we're looking at the declaration that I have declared back in 1977. I have I had it surveyed. I had it recorded. I have all kinds of documentation that I had done from my people that gave me, the saying that there is a ditch, that my dad, great grandfather, or whatever worked on that. And so I have all kinds of documentation as far as people giving me written uh,
Documentation on the
documentation
Acequia.
on the Acequia. I want to give you a little bit of history about me. I was born in Denver. My real mother gave me away when I was 8 days old. My grandfather, Eloy Roybal, raised me over here. I was raised here in Embudo in this land. I've been working. I used to love my grandfather, and I used to go follow him everywhere to work for the ditch since I was about 6 years old. I've been working this land with my grandfather and now with my kids, and it's got it goes on and on. Now that people are buying pieces of land here and there, I'll say I'm afraid of what might get in, who might get in with a lot of money and think that they can do anything they want to with me, but I'm going to continue protecting what's mine. The Roybal stitch, I'm going to, it doesn't matter whether we have to go to court or what, but we're going to have to protect what's ours. The Roybal stitch crosses 5 lands. Out of the 5, only 3 have the right to that ditch. The Roybal stitch only has 3 of the lands. The rest don't have the right to that. And she says, you act like you own the ditch. And I says, I do. I registered that damn thing. I paid for it. And I says, so don't tell me any otherwise. Did you pay for it? No. Okay. Mm-hmm. I was the one that registered it. I was the one that went through all that agony. But you guys all came in like snakes. It's all mine now. That's what I told her. She don't believe it. I said, it's registered under my husband and my name. What else do you want? And I'm not, I don't really consider it completely all my ditch because of them. I'm not greedy. I like for them to enjoy themselves, to have what they, I'm not taking anything away from them that was not necessary. I'm not a greedy person. They can have, as long as it's not interfering on what's there already. My grandpa used to be the same thing. He used to give everybody what they needed, wanted to help them what they needed, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Not everybody tried to take everything away from you, but to help others. That's the way it is.